Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Quarantine Etiquette with the Royal Butler and the Royal Dachshunds, episode 23. Now in a moment I've got to continue doing a bit of ironing. I'm not ironing clothes, I'm actually ironing the newspapers. Shumba has asked me to iron his newspaper because he's looking for a holiday. Once the lockdown is finished, he wants to get away, so I'm ironing the holiday section of the newspaper. I have already recommended that he should actually go on a Seabourn cruise, so we'll see what he decides. He's also asked for some Bucks Fizz, which is champagne and orange juice, and I'm going to demonstrate the correct way to do this. But more importantly, once we've done that, there's also a butler tip to how to keep your champagne or your Prosecco fresh for longer, and I'm also going to show you how to do that. Now, that's something you've always wanted to know, isn't it? The way we're going to iron the newspaper is you open it to the centre, which is here. You're going to iron this piece beautifully, then you're going to close it. You will then iron the front and you iron the back. It's as simple as that, and now I will demonstrate this. Trust Shumba to want his paper ironed. One very important tip is you want a warm to hot iron, but you do not want steam, because otherwise you end up wetting the paper. So no water in here at all, you've just got the warm iron. You don't want a wet newspaper, much in the same way as you don't want a wet bed. And there we have a beautifully ironed newspaper. Now I expect you all to iron your newspapers every morning. Right, so I have your newspaper, I have ironed it. It wasn't quite a state, but I think it's now how you like it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to show you how to create the perfect Bucks Fizz. Don't get excited, I'm not referring to the legendary Bucks Fizz band, I'm talking about the drink, the alcoholic drink, which is champagne and orange juice. Now what some of you might not know, it was invented in 1921 in the Bucks Club in London by the barman. His recipe was 100 ml of champagne topped up with orange juice and then obviously a bit of garnish, and that's what we're going to do today. For this you want to use some Prosecco or some Cava. You don't really want to use the best champagne. And then you're going to pour, when I say 100 ml, you're roughly going to pour halfway up the glass. So I'm going to pre-pour a little drop, let it settle. This is also a good tip when pouring champagne, that you only pour a little drop initially. So roughly halfway is about 100 ml. Then we come to the orange juice. Ideally you want freshly squeezed orange juice, which you would have done in the morning. However, on this occasion, for this demonstration, I'm going to use some shop-bought orange juice, and I'm going to obviously take the lid off, and then I'm going to fill up the rest of the glass with the orange juice to round about that point. And then lastly, we're going to add a little piece of garnish to the glass. Beautiful. Sarah, what do you think of this? Do you like the look of the Bucks Fizz? Would you like to have it in the breakfast room? Fantastic. And there we go, the perfect Bucks Fizz. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please remember that when holding a champagne glass, you always hold it by the stem, never by the actual glass, because otherwise you'll raise the temperature, and that's something you do not want to do when having a drink, is raise anybody's temperature. And as we're here, would you like one more butler tip for today? Yes, I thought so. And Dachshunds, would you like one more butler tip for today? This is one of my favourite tips. How do you keep your champagne, prosecco or cava sparkling? Quite simply, you get a silver spoon, it must be silver, and then place it in the top, and I guarantee you that you can come back to that tomorrow and it will still be as sparkling and as fresh as the day you opened it. Right, I think I better get this Bucks Fizz into my masters, otherwise I might get another dock on my pay.